5 feature films now or so. So I consider myself good at it, and I can do it in a reasonable amount of time. Hopefully, the next one I won't have to edit.
Natus, I know you got more questions. You just told me.
All right. From some guy 8. Did you ever see WMAC Masters? If so, what were your thoughts on it?
I did see some WMAC Masters as a kid. Not a whole lot, but that's where I first saw Ho-Sung Pak, who was Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Ho-Sung also came. I think one of the best things he ever did was Drunken Master 2. He was the secondary villain in Drunken Master 2. But WMAC Masters is kind of like the martial art fanboys version of WWF, WWE. It was so cool to be able to see martial arts done in that way.
Speaking of Liu Kang, I just noticed I saw Death Race 3 just not too long ago, and Robin Shou happens to be in that movie, and I was like shocked.
Really?
He was. Yeah, he's in that movie, but you don't recognize him because he doesn't have any hair on him. He's got a bald look in the movie. So I didn't realize that was him until I was watching through it, and I'm like, he looks familiar. Then I saw the credits. I'm like, yo, Robin Shou. I was like, holy shit.
What was he? Did he do anything cool? And I haven't seen it yet.
He was in actually all 3 movies. He's one of the drivers, one of the racers.
Really? Wow.
So I had no idea, and then when I noticed that, I was like, wow, so Liu Kang's in that movie. I was like, that's pretty cool.
That's
all
funny.
Right. My next question is, some guy 8 again. What movie poster is that displayed behind you?
Oh, I completely forgot that poster was there. That's Death Grip. That's my film. And you can actually find Death Grip on our website if you go to deathgripmovie.com. You can buy a DVD or a Blu-ray.
Deathgripmovie.com. Just got to put this in the chat for everybody to see. All right. My next question now is from Jordan Fountain again. Have you ever accidentally been hurt or hurt somebody else in a fight scene?
So many times. Where do I start? I mean, in a fight, I think that the fights are actually where the most injuries happen. When it just comes to stunts, it's kind of up to you to not get injured a lot of the time. But with fights, I mean, it's annoying stuff like dislocating your thumbs, which I've done to both of them, and now my thumbs don't have full range of movement. Getting uppercutted in my eye, which is why my left orbital is a little bit more swollen up than my right forever now. I mean, and it broke the guy's. I mean, just to let you know how hard he hit me, he broke his hand on my face when he hit me. That was in our first film, Immortal.
Were you trying to move out of the way from the hit, and when it happened, or you just didn't move fast enough?
I messed up. I ducked right into his punch. I wasn't supposed to do that. And in the heat of the moment, you're kind of like, da, 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 da. Then, I wasn't supposed to duck, and I see this fist come up in my face, and I kind of black out for a second, and I wait, and I come to, and it's just there's an egg over my eye, basically, like this huge bump forming over my skull, and which sucked not because it hurt, but because we couldn't shoot my face for like a month. We were doing a feature film where I'm a main character and I get uppercutted in the face. That's the stuff that sucks, is like if you have to keep shooting afterward. Like, my God, now I have to wear sunglasses. So I wear sunglasses in that movie.
What's the craziest stunt you've ever had to do?
Okay. I think the craziest one that I've ever done was this. It was for this film called Pherleece, and it was just a trailer that we did. It's not a full film. There are 2. If you don't mind, I'll go through both of them because they both involve floors and ceilings. This Pherleece film, the scene, if you can imagine it, is there are some guys at a table inside this like drug den, and they're kind of doing drugs on the table. They're dealing drugs on the table. And me, my character, I'm supposed to be checking out this drug deal, and I go up on the roof, and I'm kind of snooping on what they're doing. And while I'm up there, the gag is that I fall through the roof, and I fall into the table right right in between all of them, and all the drugs go up into the air, and I stand up and I go, uh-oh, and I fight. So I went up to the roof, and we were going to do this stunt where I fall through the roof onto this table. And, you know, on the inside of the building, when I'm looking inside the room, I'm looking up at the ceiling. Oh, it's only about 9 or 10 feet high. I've fallen off of stuff that was 10 feet high. Not a big deal. But it's a completely different situation when you actually go up to the roof and you stand over a piece of drywall. And you think to yourself, look, as soon as I hit that sheetrock, I'm going to fall another 10 feet. And I can't see where I'm going right now. I really hope that I don't land on my face or something like that. And then as I'm like thinking about it more, I'm like, I don't know if I really feel good about this. Like now I'm not so sure. Like how am I going to hit that table? And then I hear action from down there. I was like, here I go. And I kind of like jumped in and I hit it. And all I saw was white because of the drywall. And it was just like up in my face. Like the drywall just did this right up in my face. And then I just feel the ground immediately after that. And my right heel had driven so hard into the ground. It's like I had an impact sprain that drove my heel 2 inches up into my calf. And it was over a year before I could walk my leg. I still had to finish the shoot that day. So the other one was when I did a similar thing where in Immortal, our first feature film, where there's a hole in the floor and I get punched and I fall into this hole in the floor and I'm supposed to go down through the other side into the next floor, into the, you know, through the ceiling of the bottom story. And we were so stupid. We were young, like we didn't know what we were doing. So we thought that we could just cover the thing with a piece of plywood, and like we scored it so that it was I could break through it. Like when I hit it like this, like it was just covering this hole, piece of plywood covering a hole. I'm gonna hit it with my arms. I'm just gonna go straight down into the floor, and like we yell action, or 1, 2, 3, and I jump and I hit it, and the plywood just does this, like that, and I hit it like this on my forehead, and I got knocked out, and I don't remember what happened after that. All I have is video.
You got the clip of that?
I got the video of it, like it exists, and apparently I got out and I got that shit. But it's in the movie.
All right. I got another question from some guy 8. What kind of things do directors do that make actors not want to work with them in the future? Tough question.
I mean, directors, huh? I think some directors have an issue. Some directors aren't good at directing actors, and what they sometimes do is they will give an example of how they want the actor to act. So, for example, if the direction is Eric, or Eric, I want you to say, but it's done already. Like say it like that. But it's like, that's not how I would say it. And I would tell him, like, but that's not how I would say it. And he'd say, well, just say it like that. And now he wants me to act kind of how he wants to act. And the truth is, a lot of directors want to act too. And then they tell the directors how they would act, or they tell the actors how they would act. And a good director trusts his actors. This also comes from experience of directing other actors, and being directed myself. And I personally like being directed and told what to do, not how to do things. As an actor, you kind of have your toolbox already in place. You have your way of doing things, and then the director is just supposed to tell you what to do, not how to do it. And that to me is what produces the best effect. And when Kevin was directing people in Mortal Kombat, he's a very visual director, and he just trusted all the actors, which which is great if you're an actor. And he would give good feedback. You know, if you sucked, he would say like, "Nah, I'd rather you try that again. You know, try being louder this time." And I sort of take a similar approach. But the bad actors are the ones that actually try and tell you how to act, and that to me is very disrespectful of an actor, because that's their job. You know, their job is how to act. Your job is to tell them what to do. And aside from, you know, and the directors could do other horrible things, but I would say just as a whole, when it just comes to actors, I would say that.
All right. Next question. This is from Rio. If you were sent to prison for 10 years and had to choose one male MK character to share a cell with, who would it be and why?
One male MK character to share a cell with.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Rio going in ultra troll mode today.
Jeez, I mean, I think Johnny Cage would be cool. I think, yeah, I could. Johnny Cage is a guy. And, although, you kind of do want to pick someone who's a real badass, though, right? Like you could say that Goro would be the best guy to team up with, because you just say, "Hey, Goro, I'm on your side, man. I've got the same tattoos. You know, we'll just team up and we'll take down. You know, we'll be cool, right? Right?" You just become his buddy.
Hey, right? We're buddies, right?
Like, do I need to grow arms or what, man? Like, what do I gotta do?
All right. My next question is from Fantastic Ninja. Tell us about your fight scenes with the Red Ranger in Death Grip, and how did he get the cast?
Johnny Bosch is he was a Black Ranger, I think. So I met Johnny Bosch at Comic-Con, ran into him because we exhibit every year at Comic-Con, booth 4015. Just so you know, if you guys are going to be there, we'll be there at Comic-Con 4015. And Johnny Bosch walked by one time. I noticed him. I recognized him not from Power Rangers, incidentally. Actually, I recognized him from these other like independent action films he had done, like what was one of them? Extreme Heist and Broken Path. He had done these like low budget action films that were higher budget than what I was doing, but still low budget when compared to Hollywood. And I was like, Johnny, look, I do the same stuff. I do the same kind of stuff you do. And I gave him my film Contour, which, you know, was my older movie. And he says, "Oh, cool, man, cool." And he watched it and he emailed me right away. And he said, "We should work together." And 3 years later, I said, "It's time to work together, Johnny. I've got a project for you." And because he was kind of like the go-to guy, because we needed a villain for Death Grip, who could fight, who could act, and who had some name brand behind him. And there aren't many people who can do that. You know, you're talking about people like Mark Dacascos, Scott Adkins. Not many people can do that, you know. And like when you actually meet one, when you have his email sitting in your inbox, it's like, oh my God, I could just ask that guy right now. And fortunately, you know, we weren't going to go union on the film. And Johnny, I shouldn't talk about that. I'll skip that part.
Yeah, skip that.
Skip that part. Johnny agreed to do it, and he was cool. Because the thing about Johnny is that he worked with Alpha Stunts, who did the action for Power Rangers and for those short films too. Koichi Sakamoto is the guy that kind of makes that action look the way that it does. And Koichi shoots in a very Hong Kong style because there's a direct lineage from like Hong Kong down to Koichi. And he comes up with the choreography and the camera angle in his head at the same time, and like the mentality is all there. And Johnny had been fighting doing the same kind of fight scenes that I had been doing for so long. And so it didn't require any, you know, new training of Johnny to get him to do the kind of fighting that we wanted to do. It was so easy. I mean, we could just kind of forget about that stuff and worry about other things. Like we were worried about the characters, you know? Like we were talking about, how do we make this fight tie the whole movie together? and we sat down. And we were working on the infight at this point, and he was like, "Well, what have you guys shot so far?" And we kind of talked about it. He says, "We should try and do this. Like, we should do this kind of character. This should be the story of the fight." And we developed a fight that was like, we wouldn't have come up with that had it not been Johnny. That guy's really good. And, the fighting, like I said, the fighting wasn't an issue. He's amazing at what he does. But just having somebody there who would also dive into the character of it was priceless. You can't ask for anything else.
All right. My next question is from Some Guy 8. What is your favorite all-time fight scene in any movie and why?
Okay, that seems like a hard question, but I actually have an answer. And my favorite fight scene of all time is a Jackie Chan movie called Dragon Lord. And it's like this it's not one of his better known movies. But it's like 1981, I think he made that movie. And he fights this Korean guy who's an awesome kicker at the end of the movie. And the reason I love this fight so much is because it's a Jackie Chan fight, obviously. But the thing about Jackie's character in this movie is he cannot fight. He doesn't know how to fight. He's like Charlie Chaplin going up against the ultimate martial artist. And it's like, how the hell do you win in that situation? And that is like the ultimate matchup. When you have a martial artist like Bruce Lee going up against another martial artist, like it kind of has a different feel to it. It's kind of like, okay, well, what kind of cool moves are we going to see? That's kind of what the audience is expecting. But when it's a guy who's so hopeless that he can't even throw a kick properly, like his character is pretending to train in the beginning of the movie. He doesn't care about training. And then suddenly he has to go up against the ultimate martial artist. What do you do? And it just completely leaves the audience kind of speechless, like what's going to happen. And that's magic to me. And that's why I picked that fight, Dragon Lord. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Yeah, and then my second favorite would be Drunken Master 2 in fight.
That was a good movie.
That's a badass fight.
All right. From Some Guy 8, who is a better stuntman, Evel Knievel or Jackie Chan?
Who's walking still?
Jackie Chan.
Better stuntman. I mean, Evel Knievel, there's a completely different stuntman. Evel Knievel just does stunts, but Jackie has to be able to get up in the morning and act. Someone like Jackie Chan wouldn't be able to do Evel Knievel stunts because then he wouldn't be able to direct his movie. I mean, the guy does camera work on his own films sometimes, and he kind of understands the science of how to shoot stunts. And I love Daredevil. I love Evel Knievel, but he's not someone that I would aspire to. And frankly, when I have kids, if my son aspires to be Evel Knievel, I'm going to tell him no. But if you aspire to be Jackie Chan, I'd be, yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool. Because it's likely he'll live.
Yeah, Evel Knievel took it to a different level.
Yeah, and you got to respect that.
That Snake River jump. Yeah, I remember watching it live as a kid, going, "There ain't no way."
Is that the one he crashed on?
Yeah.
Oh God! I broke everything.
Just about every time. I mean, I mean, in all honesty, if I watched 50 of his jumps, 30 of them I watched him bust his ass.
Oh God!
But I had the toy. You remember the toy back in the day with the crank thing?
No.
You don't remember that? It came with the bike, and it was like this thing. You locked it in there, and you cranked the thing, and it would take off on the motorcycle.
Did it explode into 50 pieces when it hit the wall?
It actually did. Legs came off, arms came off.
This is you, kids.
So yeah, so from that point on, I never really aspired to be Evel Knievel or his son, for that matter.
Did his son do stunts?
Yes, his son followed in his footsteps. So obviously, obviously, Evil Knievel wasn't fathering the way you would have.
You remember that guy that did the original Gone in 60 Seconds?
The original one.
The original.
Damn,
You
I
guys
only
ever
remember Nicolas Cage. I don't remember the original one.
So the entire movie is on YouTube. Check out the original Gone in 60 Seconds. I can't remember the guy's name. It's a Hungarian name. But this guy, he's the director of the movie. He's kind of doing what I do, except it's a car movie. So he does all his own car stunts. And the second half of the movie is a car chase. And it's unbelievably good. And it looks like a movie that was shot for $30 million. And the budget was like $100,000 to do this movie. And they did so many car stunts. And when you watch behind the scenes, it's all they did was they would go out and they would just put cones out and they would do the stunt. And then they would take the cones away and go away before the cops got there. It's a whole movie. Like that's how they did everything. And that movie made
$150,000 budget, $40 million at the box office. H.B. Halicki was the director, producer, writer, and star.
That's amazing. But here's the bad part. He did the sequel and he died.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean he did a stunt and it was a freak accident. Like they did a stunt where they knocked over a water tower and then and like that was supposed to happen. They were supposed to knock over the water tower, but then it like fell into a power line, and the power line dropped a pole that landed on him and killed him.
Ouch.
How messed up is that?
Let's go. Actually, I'm looking at the wiki link. The wiki link of it is actually going through. 48 cars were stolen.
Yeah, it was financed with stolen vehicles. Like, not exactly what I'm doing, but close enough, I guess.
I gotta look him up now. Oh wow, I know who he is. I remember this movie. Oh shit. Damn, I'm old.
The end car chase is amazing. Again, it's half the movie.
I actually remember this movie now. Damn, I'm old.
I saw it.
You know you're old when you saw Towering Inferno in the theater. Or Orca. I saw Orca in the theater.
I should laugh. Yeah.
So, pretty much like I said, we've covered the Stryker world. I don't want to keep you too much more because it's what time is it there now? It's what is it, like 8, 9?
It's 9.
Gonna field a couple of more questions and then I'm gonna cut you loose because I know there's a couple of more floating around there. You got a couple more, Natus?
Yeah. Jordan Fountain asks, have you seen the new MK short film called Mortal Kombat Downfall?
I haven't seen that. I gotta check that out. I'm gonna watch it as soon as I get off this thing.
Give him put him the link into our chat, Natus.
Oh, hold on, let me copy the link.
He's actually computer savvy, which is cool.
He did the new short.
The guy Jordan Fountain apparently is one of the people behind that. That's why he asked about it.
Oh, Jordan. Oh. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I just sent the link in the Skype chat.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out. There've been a lot of video game fan films out lately.
Yeah, I just saw it a few days ago. They dropped it out. What was it, like? I think like 3 days ago, 2 days ago, that video came out.
I gotta say, the special effects that he does in it are pretty sweet.
Cool.
You know, it's
cool.
it's. What was that?
Do you guys see the Portal fan
Mm-hmm.
film? Yeah, that was pretty cool. These are very like minimalist movies too.
You know, it's amazing how, you know, like you said, anybody with a hand camera can put together and whip something together now, and lo and behold, it's such a night and day thing. It's all a matter of, you know, being in the right place, the right time, getting the right views. I did we got a group that called the Mortal Kombat Flash Dancers that go around and basically flash mob dressed up as the Mortal Kombat guys.
Oh, I've seen a video of that.
They did a Christmas special. I actually cameoed in it. Basically, they got a shitty present. All the Mortal Kombat guys got a shitty present from Santa Claus. So they basically hunted him down. It's actually it's left with a to be continued. But I did a little cameo in it, and it got a hell of a lot of views. I mean, it broke like 200,000 views in like a week.
Wow, that's great.
And they pretty much, like I said, they go throughout New York City and just like bring a big boom box, slap it down on the ground, and everybody just starts bumping and grinding in a bar or a bodega or whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to release an old stunt people film that we did called Triple Dragon. It's like Double Dragon, but with 3 guys instead of 2. And that'll be up on our channel pretty soon here. So.
What's the? You want to give the link to your channel so everybody can subscribe to it?
Sure, it's here. It is. I'll just type it in. Let's see if that's it. Yeah, that's it. Right there.
All right, I'll put that in.
I just did.
You did? Okay.
I'm good like that. Guys, go check that out. YouTube Stunt People. See a lot of his work, his shorts that he's got going on. You got more questions, or are you?
Yeah, I got 2 more.
Okay.
All right. From some guy A, if you weren't an actor or choreographer, what do you think you would be doing?
My first passion, oddly enough, was quantum physics.
Wow.
And yeah, and that kind of got me into that's what I was reading while not paying attention in school, in high school, because I just didn't give a crap in high school, and I just kind of got by how I could, and I would read like Schrodinger's kitten and stuff like that, and then I got my first job was a computer programming gig, and I was doing that since I was about 15, and if I weren't doing this right now, I would probably be either A, at a particle accelerator, or B, doing a tech startup of some kind. I would probably program games, actually, because I always loved computer games too. Point and click adventure games, those are some of my favorites, like the Sierra games, the LucasArts games.
All right. My next question is, some guy A, when can we expect you? I'm sorry. When can we expect you? Wait, I'm saying this wrong. When can we expect your MK Flashdancer debut?
My MK Flashdancer debut? Call me up. Let me know when there's a Flashdance. I'll be there. I just can't bring a weapon.
Yeah, they need a real striker. Their striker's a fat striker, so we got to get a real striker up in there now.
They're a real striker. They need guns too. I got to get my my CCP.
You know what was embarrassing for me? You know how, like I said, like you don't want to, I won't ask you like, what do you think of this actor and this actor, because you never know. You say, oh, this actor's a prick, and the next thing you know, you're starring with him, and he's going, hey, I thought I was a prick.
Yeah. So what was that you said about me? That one night I was listening to you.
When we were doing the Christmas shoot, the camera guy was actually the guy that was dressed up as Goro. Remember the one video, Natus, that was really the shitty looking Goro?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what fucking moron dressed up like this shitty ass Goro? And the guy turned around and he goes, oh, that was me. I like quickly corrected myself. I said, oh no, all you needed is a little bit of detail on it and you would have been fine.
That's good. You're quick.
But I mean, literally, like one of the arms was falling off. I mean, it was horrendous, and I felt bad afterwards. But oh well.
Well, you gotta know somehow.
So I mean, I'm gonna let you go. I mean, you're more than welcome to.
I got one final question.
Okay.
All right, last question. What has been the greatest advice you have ever been given?
Mm. Oh man, that, probably pertaining to films. I take it. Uh, Mark DeCasco said something to me on set, the guy who played Kung Lao, and and I'm an introvert. I worry a lot. I think a lot. I'm in my head a lot of the time, which is where I'm most comfortable. I'm comfortable worrying. I'm fine with it. Some people hate worrying, but I don't mind it. And usually when I'm worried, people tell me don't worry. It's fine, but I want to worry. Damn it, like let me worry. And so I was sitting there like at the shoot on the last day, and we were like 2 hours from finishing or so, and they were setting up shot, and I was just kind of like worried about something, staring out into the ocean because we were shooting on the beach. And Mark comes up, he's like, "You all right, man?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just thinking about something." He's like, "Oh, you worried about something?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm worried about some things at home." He's like, "Okay, man, keep putting that energy out there, man, because it'll come right back." And I thought that was the greatest thing that anybody has ever said to me, because nobody understands the mind of someone who's stressed. Um, and that made an impact on me. That, it's okay to be worried. It's okay to stress about your work. It's okay to worry about what's going on at home. And thank you, Mark. That was the most memorable advice I've ever
Are you gonna tell me you got one more, Natus?
No, I'm done
Okay.
now.
All right, I'm gonna let him go get something to eat and relax. And I haven't seen the cat running around, so he's probably saying, "Yo, feed me."
had. Yeah.
Oh, there he is. That's the third. Like I said, that's the third cat we've had on show now. Um, guys, Eric Stryker Legacy 2 coming very soon. You guys, if I remember correctly, they're going to show something at one of the online, or he's got an announcement to make it one of the online award shows or something. They're going to be, I guess, leaking a little bit out or something coming up. I believe it's like February 19th or something, they were saying.
It's supposed to be a private screening, like
Ooh.
at the event.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I guess
Where
of
was
the
this
first
event?
episode.
Where
I
is
don't
this
remember the
event?
name of it.
You guys asked to go to New York at all? Because if I know you're coming to New York, then I know where the event is.
I better be invited, damn it.
They're going to be like, no, you can't see it.
Nah, fuck you.
All right, I'm gonna let you roll. Glad to have you on here. I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to the fans. Any shout outs, anything you want to get out there, the floor is yours.
I just want to thank all the fans out there, both the On Blast show and Stunt People fans, because those guys have been pushing me all along. It's great having them behind me.
Sow87 wants a shout out.
Who?
Sow87.
Sal? That must be DY Sal.
Sow87. He's down in Arizona. He's a player in Arizona. Two twin brothers.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, you're always welcome to come on after it comes out. Now that you said you worry, I don't want you to come and worry. You don't have to worry coming to this show. But after it comes out, if you want to get the feedback from fans that see your episode when it comes out, or should I say your 2 episodes? That much I know because I just databased it and it said 2.
Because I put that in there.
Oh, is that? It's like Stryker, 12 episodes.
Every episode, lead director.
But I appreciate you coming on. I humbly thank you, and you're always welcome to come back. Like I said, after it comes out, or if you want to come on anytime sooner, I'm gonna leak it out now, guys, because I like to leak a little bit. Next week, I'm doing a double feature. I have Cyrax and Sector both coming on. From that point on, the doors are open for anybody that wants to come back. And, once again, like I said, I appreciate you coming on. And if you want to hang out, you're more than welcome to hang out. But it gets pretty heated with the drama. The second half turns more Howard Sternish. This is me being good.
I missed out on the Howard Stern stuff. Is that what you're telling me?
No. Now, are you actually? You know what? I didn't give you the link, did I? The Twitch link. Hey, just give him the Twitch link so he can actually check that out, you know, where he can actually see it at the same time. I didn't even put that up, I don't think. I'm
There
such
you
a
go.
bonehead.
Oh, I have that, yeah.
Okay. So that's the part that's going on live now. So yeah, so I mean, the only reason I say that is because it gets raw, and if it gets really, really raw, I don't want you caught in between the crossfire. A taser gun is not going to help from California.
Maybe I want him a household name and have nothing to lose.
Nah, I don't. You know what? I couldn't live with myself on that. If I heard like, oh man, he came on the On Blast show and this guy went crazy and he started bringing all the girls out and showing the boobies and everything. I mean, like I said, it's like Howard Stern on this show.
It's too fun. Don't put me there.
Anyway, listen, I'll let you go. Like I said, you're always welcome to come back, and I really appreciate you taking the time out to talk to the fans.
Yes, definitely.
Guys, Eric, I know. Now you got me gonna mess the name up because now I got.
What?
I almost said Jacobus. Was that a shout out? Yes. That's a shout out to what is her name? Oh, what is her name? I forgot her name. Birdsong. Oh, that's right. Birdsong. But yeah, pretty much Eric. I keep
Jacobus.
saying Jacobus, or is it Jacobus? Jacobus, not Jacobus, guys. Guys, once again, I'm gonna let him go, and we're gonna take a break, and I will get back in after a quick commercial.
All right, see you guys. Thanks, everyone.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, let me run this bad boy. Wow, my fucking head hurts. He's actually, dude. All these guys are fucking mad cool, dude.
Yep.
You know, I'm actually. Where's your shout out? Dizzy88. Shout out to you.
And someone's about to get put on blast right after this commercial.
All right, which commercial do I want? Well, I'm gonna do my little commercial here. Operation Wolf, coming up January 26th at Brick. I'm in the wrong part of New Jersey. At Yesterday's in Red Bank, New Jersey, guys. This is done by UMK Shock. It's looking like about 50 people are showing up to this tournament as of right now. Basically MK, Street Fighter. $15 to get in. You get a bracelet, unlimited arcade games. Just hit the service buttons. Yes, New Jersey, Dizzy88. Sorry, you can make the trip. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm really at it. I'm just not used to not having a bracelet on my leg. Yeah, Shock's holding Operation Wolf Saturday, January 26th, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. Yesterday's.
And that's this weekend, guys.
And that's this weekend. It's $15 at the door, and entry fee is $10. There's going to be about 50 players showing up. Yes, we'll do a MK2 there. I can guarantee you. Also, guys, Biggie Gaming. Philadelphia's premier fighting game community tournament organizer, the Mac Daddy of the East Coast. Winter Brawl coming up next month. Also does NEC and Summer Jam. Always runs great tournaments. Going to be in Philadelphia February 20, I want to say 4th. But I know I'm going to be wrong. Let me double check my dates here. And, wow, I'm horrible today, dude. I'm like off my game. I'm just beside myself.
What, just from one beer, you're fucked up already?
February 23rd, February 23rd and 24th. In Philly, you're going to have Winter Brawl. Obviously, to all you I see in the chat, I think CD Jr. going to be repping the MK community in Marvel Capcom 3.
Nah, he's about to get put on blast, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm about to put CD Jr. on blast.
All right, well, once I get off of this, you can have the floor, and I got to take a leak. And with that said, I'm going to run one quick commercial.
My tag's K-Frog, and I'm a competitive gamer. Mortal Kombat's my game, mainly because I'm terrible at Japanese fighting games, but I still go to pretty much all the fighting game tournaments in Toronto, and I've competed at some of North America's largest major fighting game tournaments as well, like Evolution in Las Vegas and some of the Major League Gaming tournaments. I've held casual gaming sessions every month at my place to help local players level up and train for the past year, and I sometimes house gamers when they come from out of town for a tournament. The long and the short of it is, I'm very familiar with and very connected to the fighting game community. I've always been especially struck by the level of analysis and effort that some players put into mastering their games and with everything that goes on inside and outside of tournaments. I'm pretty sure the majority of people have absolutely no idea how far competitive gamers go to become top players in their games and about the level of devotion and skill that's involved in the process. So I decided to do this project. The goal? Present the range of experiences by talking to both casual and competitive fighting game players, as well as sharing my own experiences. In order to do this properly, I need to get to New York City and California to conduct some key interviews with a few of North America's top fighting game players. I'll then be providing exclusive in-depth coverage of one of Canada's largest major fighting game tournaments, T13, which many of these players will be attending. So I invite you to join me as I attempt to define the premise of the game.
Just cut that short, because I can do that. Injustice. I have Mr. Pherleece, who I am going to invite on here. Hopefully he has his mic. And I'm going to let him run this down for us quick. He better have his mic all rip-ramming and ready to go.
Haven't heard from Mr. Pherleece in a while.
Yes, what's up there, Mr. Pherleece? Hey, Jay Fountain, by the way, I gotta say, big shout out for that that vid, man. That was pretty off the hook.
Can you hear me?
We hear ya.
There you go.
It's my girlfriend just got home.
So did mine. Just don't tell my wife.
Just real quick, I haven't promoted it at all yet. It was actually, the decision was made yesterday, but we're gonna start the first episode of the Injustice live show this Monday. Oh shit, what day was it again? I just sent it to you. The 28th at 11 p.m. I would say like 11:30. We let Raw finish.
And what is the link, the URL that I could throw up there, or what I can have people go to follow you? We know the Cross the Stream is still around, correct?
Yeah, no, that's just for my own personal use. This is, I'm typing it in the chat now.
And who are the hosts of this show?
It's going to be me, J360, J-Roar, and Phase 3.
Wait, who is the third person?
J-Roar.
J-Roar?
He's the new, isn't he the new mod over at, or media guy over at MKU?
I'm not sure about that. He's just, he does his own thing like on YouTube, and he comes out with like all that Injustice videos that we see on the front page.
Okay. Does he play Mortal Kombat?
Not competitively.
Okay.
But you guys haven't seen his videos are always on the front page.
I probably, I'm just not sure. I just never heard the name. I probably seen the video, just didn't know who put it out.
Yeah, I mean, he's been like a lot of the Injustice videos that's been coming out. That he's like, he always talks about like what could be coming out and stuff like that. Things that they hint at.
So like the show is gonna be pretty much what about?
It's gonna be about Injustice, the game. We're not gonna cover and well, it's
kind of hard to cover it when the game's still not officially out yet.
Well, the thing is, I don't know. Well, we haven't really talked about it too much, but we're not going to do a weekly format yet. I think
that's the fifth cat now in the back that we've had. I heard the cat in the background. I don't care. Let your cat rock that Raw.
Yeah, or whatever. It's annoying, but anyways, what was I saying? I don't remember.
The format you were using, and not weekly.
Oh, I mean, just saying, just for now at least. I mean, you know, we can only do so much with what's out already. I mean, you pretty much have the first episode done. I mean, we're not. I can tell you, it's not going to be. I mean, who knows? I mean, we all say we're not going to do 7-hour shows, but it always ends up being 7-hour shows.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for me, tonight is not a night I could do that.
Well, we're trying to keep it down. We're not trying to do it all night. I know not everybody could even stay on.
No, Morty, this is Pherleece, not Hedosaurus.
But yeah, so this Monday we're gonna do the first, and as I said, I don't know if we're gonna do it weekly after that. We probably will be doing it weekly. I don't know, after the game's released, of course.
Okay.
But I can tell you at least the first week of release. I haven't really made any plans yet, but I won't be working the week of release, and I will be streaming probably every single day for that week. But I don't know what if I'm gonna who I'm gonna be with or what's going on with that yet. And that's really about it for now. All right.
That's it. That's a wrap. It's about injustice, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about. We have a lot to talk about, but we're gonna talk about a lot of the things that were hinted.
Like Blue Beetle.
It's been hinted.
Blue Beetle.
Such as that, so some of the other things, I guess I can tell you a little bit. We're gonna do kind of like who we think it's gonna be in the rest of the cast, like our prediction.
Scorpion.
Sure. We're also gonna talk. We're gonna talk about like what stages there possibly could be. We're gonna talk about. Sure. There's like 15 different topics we have to talk about. So there's definitely plenty to talk about. Pherleece will. Comics so far released. What? Oh, will I go over the digital comics? If anybody's gonna do that, that's probably gonna be J-Roar in Phase 3 because they read the comics. I haven't had time to even pick up any of the new comics or anything.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys read any of the comics yet.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, I just haven't got around to it. I've been just watching like the Justice League cartoon and all like animated films, whatever I can. But yeah, so that's basically what we're gonna do with the first episode. Just mostly just discussing what we know so far, what we want, stuff like that.
Did you put the link in the stream?
Yeah, I did before. I could do it again.
Yeah, do it again. Let people know.
My stream. What is it? Oh, it's funny. Oops! I clicked on somebody's link.
Please don't let the show fail like the last one.
What do you mean fail? It didn't fail. We knew that we weren't gonna continue it.
You're such a trolling motherfucker, dude.
Well, I actually like the Boulay show. I'm actually upset that it didn't continue on.
You're like that guy that gets all giddy with failure and shit.
No. I actually like the Boulay show, and it sucks that it didn't continue on.
It's fucked up.
I mean,
Pherleece, tell him to go fuck himself.
Go fuck yourself.
Come on, man. I used to always watch your damn show. I was there before it even started every damn time.
Honestly, personally, I don't care what anybody says about the show. I mean, I think it was good. It's just, it's. I mean, for me and Troy at least, it was tough to do it weekly, and it kind of got to a point where, we were going to be ending it soon anyway. But I mean, I don't. He hasn't really confirmed with me 100% yet, but I definitely do plan to bring it back when MK10 comes out, or possibly maybe do what we're doing with Injustice a little bit before it comes out.
Okay.
And I'll definitely be bringing it back.
All right.
But that's not until 2014, 15. I mean, so right now I'm just gonna focus on the new show just for Injustice.
Okay.
I'll let you guys handle the MK9 business.
And the MK10.
Well, when that comes to be.
When I make it so. As the Illuminati's Illuminati, when I allow Ed Boon to make it, then you guys will have it. And not a minute before that. Alright, Bradytron equals Pig. I don't know what fucker. Bradytron's starting to get on my fucking nerves. Alright, so don't ban him. I'm not banning him.
Yeah, I ain't banning him.
But you gotta fucking relax. Anyway, Mr. NaTaS, you apparently want to put somebody on blast.
Yeah,
So,
City Junior, man, yo,
For going
dude.
50-0.
Hold on, man. Yeah, dude. Maxter, tell CD Junior for the love of God, stop playing fucking Marvel because he's getting his ass raped hard. I've been watching it the entire time, and I don't even think he killed one character. I mean, that's how bad the ass raping was. Junior, please work on Jax again. Get back into MK9, man. Also, for you guys who don't know, DMG's been dismantled. I think everybody has lost their sponsorship. We don't know the details on what the hell's happened with DMG, but every member that I'm aware of, from CD Junior to Lionheart to Core to Jason to I think pretty much everybody in DMG are no longer in DMG. As DMG continues to still be a sponsor, no idea. Hopefully everything goes good with the company. They're they were a good bunch of guys, but as of now, I think DMG is maybe gone a different direction on things, or who knows? I'm not exactly sure, but I wish the best of luck to those guys. And yeah, CD Junior, stop playing the goddamn freaking Marvel, man, because seeing you get ass raped so hard is not even funny.
is he getting ass raped bad?
Yeah, dude, bad. He hasn't managed to kill one character, I think, maybe once against Yikes. I mean, look, CD Junior, I want you to start off with the little people. Start off with Crying Brian, Money Mac Crying Brian, and then take it from there and see if you can take on Yikes. Other than that, you can't be taking out one of the top players right now, man. You're not up to par, and you need to stick to Mortal Kombat, man.
And go back to Jax. Stop fucking trying to be a Cabal fucking Kung Lao. You're not Cabal, you're not Kung Lao. And apparently you're not the best fucking Jax no more either. That is Mr. fucking Tyrant now.
Yeah, I even saw to the point, dude, that people in the chat were like, yo, does he not know there's to block, you gotta press back instead of the block button? It looked horrible.
He's hitting the start button, the block.
Yeah, it made MK look horrible just now, man. It's like, wow.
Nah, CD Junior ain't a real nigga.
Yo, we need to get J360 back into Marvel, because he knows how to play Marvel.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys saw that video that I did. Someone tweeted out not that long ago with J360 beating Justin Wong and Marvel 2.
Come back with Iron Man.
Oh yeah, that was pretty sick.
Yeah, he's pretty phenomenal in that, man.
Yo, wait, where can I find that video?
It was on Twitter. I don't remember who posted it, but somebody posted it.
I want to see that.
Yeah, it was pretty. I think CD Junior posted it. Yeah, but that was pretty sick and everything, man. James, is it about time to get SCR champion on?
Yeah, let's find where my boy is. Here we go.
And if anybody wants to join the chat to discuss SCR, hit me or James up, and we'll try to get you on the call. He is still on, right?
Yeah, I'm just fucking going through 9,000 fucking names. I'm a fucking... My list is like full now.
Your Skype looks like mine. I got shitloads of names on that shit.
I got so many names on this. Mr. Tony Pert just joined us. What do we got here? Tony Poit. Is Mr. Tyrant, where you be at? You know, with all those, with that tournament winning, buy yourself a new mic. I'll send you a mic. I know I owe you a shirt.
Did we get him on?
He's trying to connect. He's not connecting. I don't know if he's around or what.
We were just talking before.
Yeah, but like 2 hours ago, dude. Call failed.
Mr. Tyrant, SCR champ. Let's go. Where are you?
Talking to Mr. Down Under Tony T right now. Yeah, he's not connecting. So, with that said,
all right, I'll message him and tell him to hit us up when he gets back on here. You could get Trepound in. Trepound wants to come on.
Mr. Trepound, Mr. Hollywood himself. Where is Trey? Trey.
Yeah, guys, if any of you guys want to get on, hit us up, send us a message. Or, I mean, if you have Skype already, send us a message on Skype. It's easier to see it than on the stream chat.
I'm also gonna add the Twitter. There's a designated Twitter for the show also.
Okay, put it up.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna, do, questions from people. Because I know one of the things that we're definitely gonna talk about and have to talk about is the whole thing about the stage hazards. And I know we definitely want people to chime in on what they think about that.
Okay.
What's up, Mr. Trey?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Were you crawling out of bed or something? You sound like you're just waking
I
up.
took a nap earlier because I was bored, and I just woke up at the tail end of the interview with Stryker.
Damn, dude, how you missed that, man?
Because you can go watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, but actually, I wanted to come on to tell everybody to support Battling Brew this Thursday because it might be our last one.
Yeah.
Why?
Because the dude running the thing, he said if we don't get at least 16 people, he's not gonna run it anymore. Which is fucking retarded because the previous week we only had 7 people and we still ran it.
Wow, the numbers are getting that bad, huh?
So all you fuckers out there in the ATL area, get your ass down there if you want your shit to survive.
I mean, we got other spots, but the thing is, though, that weekend was direct. It was 2 days after Christmas and the weekend before Frosty Faustings. So it really people wasn't coming out there. And he knew that too, but he still tried to tell us, oh, we need 16 people next time for next month. Otherwise, we're not going to have it here anymore.
What, is MK being the lowest game there?
It's not that game. It's not just that game. Persona is probably going to get kicked off. Tekken, what he did to Tekken was dirty.
What's he going to leave? Just Street Fighter 4 and Marvel?
Yeah, because they didn't have the most people to enter, but Atlanta scene in them games are fucking free. I'm not even gonna lie. None of them are touching New York or Cali. But thing about Tekken is they had 14 people last week. He still wouldn't run it. So people driving 2 hours from far away places just came for nothing.
Wow, you serious?
I'd fuck him up. I'd fuck him up.
Oh yeah, a lot of people feel that way. We're looking for a new spot because it's okay. Every time we play, you gotta give this 30-minute damn speech about something we already heard a million times. No one new barely comes, and all that, and then just a whole bunch of bullshit. Before we used to have casuals whenever we want. Now he's oh, we have to have a bar tab or a tab period to have casuals after the tournament, and then shit like that. It's really? Before we just played, had a good time, and we got out on time, now having this whole, all these rules popping up out of nowhere. And it's just stupid.
So so it pretty much seems like he might be just looking to run Marvel and Street Fighter 4.
Practically. Because there's only ones that get the most support over 16 people.
What do they usually get?
They get 16 or 20, depending on what time of the year it is and if people got classes and stuff. So I'm just I need something new anyway, because Battling Brew is too far in between. Once a month, nah.
But it only happens once a month, right?
Yeah, it only happens once a month, but for us to level up down here, it's we need more time to play. And exactly more than he doesn't really want to say it, but the dude's looking for more money. He's not getting anything, even though if you started earlier and gave more support to people, maybe you get a little more incentive.
Yeah, that's I mean, look, at the end of the day, the guy's running a business, and I understand it in that aspect. If he's not making nothing, it kind of You know,
Like I see it from that standpoint, like the whole food thing. But
What, does he run the whole place, or is it just the guy who's running the tournament?
well, he's running tournament because I saying his boss been getting on him, but I sort of don't believe that.